Hello students, how are you? Hope you are all fine. I, Jayati Chaudhary, today I am going to discuss with you Social Studies, Class 4, Chapter 3, the Northern Mountains and the Northern Plains. Please open down page number 20. Let's start. The Northern Mountains stretch across the northern boundary of India like a great arc from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. These mountains form a natural boundary between India and China. The northern mountains include the Karakoram Range, the Himalayas and the hills of northeast India known as Purvachal. Many Indian states are a part of the Himalayan region. The northern mountains spread over the following states: Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, the northern part of West Bengal and the Seven Sisters. Not only seven sister states. So today we are going to discuss about the northern mountains and the northern plains. So first, what we are coming to see, today we are going to discuss about Himalayas. These northern mountains, if we come to see, it is going to spread over Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, northern part of West Bengal and over seven sister states. This is going to be a natural boundary between India and China. Important mountain peaks in the Himalayas. The Himalayas are the world's highest mountain range. Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world, is located in the Himalayas in Nepal. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first to climb Mount Everest in 1953. Bajendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb this peak in 1984. Some other important mountain peaks in the Himalayas are Mount Godwin Austen, it is also going to be known as K2, Kanchenjunga, Makalu, Dhaulagiri, etc. We all know Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world and it is located in Nepal. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first to climb Mount Everest in the year 1953. And Bajendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest in the year 1984. Some of the other important peaks are going to be Mount Godwin Austen, Kanchenjunga, Makalu, Dhaulagiri, etc. Please come to page number 20. The three parallel ranges of the Himalayas can be divided into three parallel mountain ranges. Number 1, Greater Himalayas or Himadri, Middle or Lesser Himalayas or Himachal, Lower or Outer Himalayas or Shivalik. So what we see that we are going to discuss about the three parallel ranges. So first we are going to discuss about the Greater Himalayas or Himadri. The Greater Himalayas is the northernmost and highest range of the Himalayas. Some of the highest mountains mountain peaks are located here, such as Kanchenjunga and Annapurna. Here the mountain peaks are always covered with snow, and there are many glaciers. So what are glaciers? Glaciers are rivers of ice that move very slowly down a valley. Many rivers of the north, such as Ganga, Indus and Yamuna, originate from these glaciers. River Ganga originates from the Gangotri Glacier and the Yamuna from the Yamunotri Glacier. The greater Himalayas receive heavy snowfall. It is very cold in this region during winter season and the temperature goes below the freezing point. It is very difficult for people and animals to live here. Cultivation is not possible in this mountainous region. There is sparse vegetation, mostly of shrubs, mosses, leeches and wild flowers. Yaks, goats, snow leopards, musk deer and the wild sheep are found here. So, as I told you of, we are going to discuss about Greater Himalayas or Himatri. Over here what we are coming to see, the highest mountain peaks are going to be Kanchenjunga and Annapurna. These regions are going to be very cold, very cold, and the temperature goes below the freezing point during the winter season. Very difficult for the people and the animals to stay here. So cultivation is not possible. Over here we are coming to see the most important rivers of India. One is going to be Ganga, which is going to be originated from the Gangotri Glacier. As I told you first, what is mean by the glacier? Glaciers are rivers of ice that move very slowly down a valley. And the river Yamuna is going to have its origin from Yamunotri Glacier. So now we are going to read about Middle or Lesser Himalayas, which is also going to be known as Himachal. The Middle or Lesser Himalayas is situated to the south of Himatri. Here the mountain peaks are not as high as the Greater Himalayas. However, some of the peaks are covered with snow. These mountains are covered with forest and there are many fertile valleys. A valley is an area of lowland between hills or mountains. So now we are going to read about Middle or Lesser Himalayas, which is going to be known as Himachal. It is not going to be so high as the Greater Himalayas, but the peaks are going to be covered with snow. Over here in the mountains, we can come to see forest, and there are going to be some very fertile valley also. So first we have to know what is mean by valley. A valley is an area of lowland between hills or mountains. Please come to page number 22. Now we are coming to know about some of the important valleys in this region. For example, the valleys of Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra. There are some beautiful and very popular hill stations like Simla, Manali, Mussoorie, Nainital, Almora and Darjeeling. The Middle Himalayas have a summer temperature of about 17 degrees Celsius. People love to visit the hill stations during the summer season because of the cool and pleasant weather over here. Here, the natural vegetation consists mainly of pine, oak, poplar, walnut spruce, fir, juniper and birch. So as I told you up just now about some of the names of the beautiful valleys, just like Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra, we are coming to some popular hill stations where the people usually want to visit during the summer season, just like Simla, Manali, Mussoorie, Nainital, Almora, Darjeeling, etc. In the summertime, the temperature is going to be near about 17 degrees Celsius, and this is going to be a cool and pleasant climate. So usually the people want to visit over here during the summertime. Now we are going to read about the lower or outer Himalayas, which is also going to be known as Shivalik. The lower or outer Himalayas is the southernmost range of the Himalayas. It is the lowest of the three ranges. First we have seen Himadri, second we have seen Himachal, and the third range it is going to be known as the Shivalik. It is made up of hills rather than mountains. The slopes are covered with thick forest. The slopes of these hills are also used for terrace farming. Now we have to know what is mean by terrace farming. Terrace farming is a type of farming in which stair-like steps are made on the slopes of the mountains to make space for agriculture. Cattle rearing is also common in this region. Some important trees which grow in this region are sal and teak. These two trees are going to be known as hardwood trees. Why they are going to be known as hardwood trees? Because the wood of these trees are going to be used for making furnitures and cabinet. These two trees are going to be very costly one. In the forest of the outer Himalayas, a variety of wildlife is found, just like jackals, hyenas, elephants, and tigers. There are many natural parks and wildlife sanctuaries in the northern mountains. The two famous ones are Jim Corbett National Park and Rajaji National Park. Such sanctuaries and parks help in protecting wildlife. So now we are going to discussing about lower or outer Himalayas. Over here what we coming to see, it is going to be the lowest of the three ranges. Over here we are going to have terrace farming. Cattle rearing is also going to be common. Over here forests are going to be found. Over in the forest we can coming to see variety of wildlife. And we are going to have wildlife sanctuaries and national parks where the wild animals are going to be kept because to protect them. In the northwest of the Himalayas, beyond river Indus, lie the Karakoram mountain range. Mount Gaudiya, the second highest peak in the world, lies in these ranges. In the northeast are the Purvachal range or eastern mountains. In this region, the Himalayas bend sharply towards the south. They form the eastern boundary of India. The hill ranges are not very high and are covered with thick forest. The hill ranges are Garo, Khasi, Jantia, Naga, Mizo Hills, Lusai, and Patkoi Bum. This region is famous for terrace farming. Please come to page number 23. Now we are coming to importance of the northern mountains. The northern mountains are of great importance to India. Number one, they act as a natural barrier and protect our borders from foreign invasions. Number two, they stop the cold winds of northern Asia and Tibetan plateau from entering India. Number third, they act as a natural barrier in the way of the monsoon winds causing heavy rainfall in India. As we all know, we need plenty of water for cultivations, and during the monsoon time, these monsoon winds are going to bring rainfall. For that reason, we are going to have plenty of agriculture, and India is going to be known as an agricultural country. The forests in these mountains are a rich source of timber, medicines, resins, honey and other forest products. We all know we are going to get plenty of things from the forest. As forest is going to be the home of the wild animals and birds, besides that, plenty of important things, timber, medicines, resins, honey and many other things we are going to get from forest. They are the last point, they are the source of many northern rivers which have water throughout the year. We know we are going to have two types of rivers. One is going to be known as the perennial rivers. That means the rivers which are going to have water throughout the year. And mainly the rivers which are going to be originated from the northern mountains, they are going to be known as the perennial rivers. And then next we are going to have seasonal rivers. Seasonal river means the rivers which are going to have water only during the monsoon time. So what we see, water from these rivers is very useful for irrigation, constructing dams on them and for generating electricity. Students, now we will discuss some question answer and objectives with you. You can see them on the screen. And do the question answer and objectives in your social study assignment copy and be safe. Thank you.